Hello guys, I'm Jane. Welcome to my English class. Today I would like to guide you through UK. There are a surprising number of great tourist attractions in UK packed into a relatively small area. We will take a glance at some of the most popular attractions from the south to the north. London is a leading global city of culture, fashion, finance, politics, and trade, and it remains one of the most visited cities by international tourists in the world. Here is an overview of the top tourist attractions in London. Number 1. Big Ben. Big Ben is the nickname for the Great Bell of the Clock at the north end of the Palace of Westminster in London, and is generally extended to refer to the clock or the clock tower as well. The Great Bell first struck the hour on July 11, 1859, and has been interrupted only stop for maintenance and bad weather ever since. The 150-year-old Big Ben Clock Tower is one of the top tourist attractions in London. Number 2. London Eye. One of the city's newest but most loved icons. This slowly revolving wheel that stands by the Thames continues to be a tourist favorite. Each glass-walled pod is designed to allow everyone views to the north, south, east, and west, making this a brilliant way to get the measure of London. And each visit now starts with a fun 4D short film before you board. Number 3. Tower of London. The Tower of London was built by William the Conqueror in 1078. It served as a prison from 1100 to the mid-20th century. This has led to the phrase, "sent to the Tower," meaning imprisoned. Today, the Tower of London is one of the most popular London tourist attractions and is the home to the British Crown Jewels. Number 4. Buckingham Palace. Buckingham Palace is the main residence of Queen Elizabeth II. Although it is owned by the British state, and is not the royal family's personal property. The forecourt of Buckingham Palace is used for changing of the guard, which is a major ceremony and a tourist attraction. Between May and July, the guard changes each morning and on alternate days the rest of the year. Since 1993, the palace staterooms have been open to the public during August and September. Number 5. Tower Bridge. Tower Bridge is one of London's famous bridges and one of many must-see landmarks in London. With a glass floor and modern exhibitions, it is a must-visit. It is over the River Thames and close to the Tower of London, which gives it its name and has become an iconic symbol of London. Construction started in 1886 and took 8 years to build. Number 6. British Museum. Established in 1753, the British Museum in London is a museum of human history and culture. Its collections, which are more than 7 million objects, are among the largest and most comprehensive in the world, and originate from all continents, illustrating and documenting the story of human culture from its beginnings to the present. Objects include the largest collection of mummies outside of Egypt, and the Rosetta Stone, which is the key to help you understand the hieroglyphs, a kind of ancient characters that has been lost. Number 7. Palace of Westminster. The Palace of Westminster, more widely known as the House of Parliament, is the seat of Parliament in the United Kingdom. The present building largely dates from the 19th century when it was rebuilt following a fire in a splendid example of Victorian New Gothic architecture. Number 8. Windsor Castle. Located about an hour west of London, Windsor Castle is often called the largest and oldest inhabited castle in the world. It is one of the official residences of Queen Elizabeth II, who spends many weekends of the year at the castle. Much of the castle, including the magnificent state apartments and St. George's Chapel, can be visited. Other popular attractions may include Westminster Abbey, St. Paul's Cathedral, Trafalgar Square, and so on. Now let's go westwards even further to Bath. That is the second destination I would like to mention. Bath is one of Britain's most attractive smaller cities, granted World Heritage Site status in 1987. Number 1. Roman Baths. The city of Bath is most famous for the archaeological wonder from which it takes its name. The 2,000-year-old Roman baths, voted Britain's most romantic buildings. The award-winning Roman baths and temple are among the finest examples of Roman architecture remaining in England. Number 2. Royal Crescent. Bath is also well known for its perfectly preserved honey-colored Georgian houses. You will certainly not miss Royal Crescent, a monumental 200-yard semicircular sweep of residential townhouses with a breathtakingly uniform, palace-like facade. It is in fact open to the public and provides a rare glimpse into what life was like for the wealthy, along with their not-so-wealthy servants, in Georgian times. Number 3. Stonehenge. 15 minutes drive away from Bath, there is a top tourist attraction in England, Stonehenge, which is among the most important prehistorical sites in the world. It was produced by a culture that left no written records, so many aspects of Stonehenge remain subject to debate. Evidence indicates that large stones were erected around 2500 BC. It is not known for certain what purpose Stonehenge served, but many scholars believe the monument was used as a ceremonial or religious center. Other popular attractions may include Bath Abbey, Pulteney Bridge, and so on. Destination 3. Lake District. Now we are going to move northwards to the Lake District. Located in northwest England, in the county of Cumbria, the Lake District is the largest national park in the country, including England's largest lake, Windermere, and the highest mountain, Scafell Pike. The main attraction is the lakes and fells, carved by glacial erosion and providing dramatic and inspiring scenery, which is England's premier destination for hiking and climbing. It is also popular for its associations with the 19th century lake poets, notably Wordsworth, Coleridge, and Southey. The park is visited by about 14 million national and international tourists each year. Destination 4. Edinburgh. Number 1. Edinburgh Castle is one of the most definitive landmarks in the United Kingdom and is the most popular paid-for tourist attraction in Scotland. There has been a royal palace on the site from the 12th century until the 1603. In subsequent centuries, its use became more military in nature. Located in the heart of the city and built on a high volcanic rock, the Edinburgh Castle provides you not only with spectacular views of Edinburgh and beyond, but also with a deep sense of history. Plus, it's the home of the Scottish crown jewels. Number 2. Holyrood Palace. Holyrood Palace is the official residence of the British monarch in Scotland, Queen Elizabeth II, located at the bottom of the Royal Mile in Edinburgh, at the opposite end to Edinburgh Castle. Holyrood Palace has served as the principal residence of the kings and queens of Scots since the 16th century, and is a setting for state occasions and official entertaining. At the Palace of Holyrood House, visitors can explore 14 magnificent historic and state apartments, the romantic ruins of the 12th century Holyrood Abbey, and the remarkable royal gardens. Number 3. Royal Mile. Royal Mile is approximately 1 Scots mile long and runs downhill between Edinburgh Castle and Holyrood Palace, and that's why it got the name. The streets which make up the Royal Mile are Castle Hill, the Lawn Market, the High Street, the Canongate, and Abbey Street from west to east. The Royal Mile is the busiest tourist street in the old town. Other popular attractions may include Arthur's Seat, St. Giles Cathedral, Calton Hill. Here we've had a quick tour through the most attractive destinations in UK. Hope they are of interest to you. This is Jane. See you next time.